Hey everybody, welcome to the Hockey Skate Down. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much. Let's get started. Man, there's a lot of news going on with the Arizona Coyotes and what's going on with John Chayka, ownership, and Taylor Hall, as there was news this past week about a lowball offer that was given to him behind John Chayka's back. So that kind of spurred all this to happen, and he basically walked out or quit, as they say, on the team. So I'm going to read a post from the New York Post, and then I'm going to go to my board because I couldn't write all of this on. It was too much. So the article is entitled, if you want to check it out, Coyotes blast GM John Chayka after he abruptly quits the team. It says the Arizona Coyotes blasted John Chayka after he suddenly resigned as general manager of the team just weeks before the NHL was scheduled to restart its season. John Chayka has quit as the general manager and president of hockey operations of the Arizona Coyotes. The club is disappointed in his actions and his timing as the Coyotes prepare to enter the NHL's hub city of Edmonton, where the team will begin postseason play for the first time since 2012. The team said Sunday in a blistering statement. It's just funny how they threw that word in there. Chayka has chosen to quit on a strong and competitive team, a dedicated staff, and the Arizona Coyotes fans, the greatest fans in the NHL. Chayka's relationship with the organization apparently fell apart after he was approached by another NHL owner regarding another opportunity while the league was on hiatus due to the virus. And I heard other rumors saying that it was a job outside the NHL and not a job inside the NHL. So we'll start to find out more information as it comes out later. The opportunity did not involve becoming a GM of an NHL franchise, and Sportnet reported that, here you go, it may have been a role outside all of the league altogether. So there we go. Chayka and Coyotes owner Alex Morello eventually butted heads over Chayka leaving, leading to the Chayka terminating his contract Friday in a move that was eventually granted by the team. Morello is expected to ask Commissioner Gary Bettman to adjudicate the split. Chayka recently re-signed a 4-year contract earlier this year, and he said about this whole situation, "I love our players, coaches, staff, and fans, and I very much wish I could be with the team in Edmonton for the resumption of the NHL season, while wishing the team luck. Sadly, the situation created by ownership made that an impossibility. That's all I intend to say on the matter for now," he said. For now. So I guarantee you, if ownership starts putting out more information, he's going to start to say more stuff that's going to make them look bad. A fuller, more detailed explanation may be necessary. There we go. A fuller, more detailed explanation may be necessary in the near future. So he's throwing a shot out there. You better shut up. Chayka was hired in 2016 at 26 years old, which made him the youngest GM in professional sports. Assistant general manager and former NHL player Steve Sullivan, formerly of the Devils a long time ago. I like Steve Sullivan. He'll be interim GM, and the position will be reevaluated following the playoffs. And Steve Sullivan was a good choice in this matter. He was a GM for the Tucson Roadrunners for the past couple of years under John Chayka, so it made sense to bring him up. They're very cash strapped now with all the moves they made, but John Chayka did help the roster out, and he did bring in some key pieces, especially the Kessel deal. Eventually that whole situation, Domi wanted out. They flipped him for Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk got flipped for Kessel. They traded for Taylor Hall. And, he added some key pieces to help this team build into somewhat of a playoff team. But they've had a lot of injuries the past couple of years. They lost Kemper. They lost Jalmerson. Who else did I put here? Kessel, Schmaltz, Ranta, Kemper, Jalmerson, Demers, Richardson. So they lost a lot of their key players, and for a long time. So that hurt this team. It really did. So whenever they were trying to get back on track to start winning, because they started off pretty good, and they're in a weakish division where they could have been better throughout the year instead of just coming in as a play-in round team. So the injuries hurt them. They couldn't rebound from it. They added Taylor Hall, and ever since then they were better when they got him. They got him, and they did well, but then they started to tether off. So that's where this whole Taylor Hall thing, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. Even with us, it's just a coincidence how, the whole contract negotiations are being talked about with Shiro and him. Then they weren't being talked about, and they traded him. Then Shiro gets fired. So it's just weird how you're seeing kind of a similar situation happen here, but instead of being fired, he quit. But there was workings behind the play where maybe he thought he was going to be fired, he wanted to take another role. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's just a weird situation. There's always something following the Arizona Coyotes, whether it's ownership issues, attendance issues, relocation rumors. It's just everything, and you kind of want this team to get on track because they have a lot of really good players. They have a lot of players that are signed long term that are good. Keller, OEL, Chychrun, Dvorak, Kessel signed for another couple of years, and hopefully he can get better because they said this year he was playing with an injury. And Kraus, and then all these other players that they have on their team, contracts are expire within this year or the year after. So Sullivan will have a kind of a clean slate to work with, where he could bring some players in and help this team out. So hopefully they can get back on track after this whole situation. And I'm sure we'll be hearing more about this whole thing with Chayka. It's just very odd. Days before they're going to start playing in the play-in rounds, this happens. You couldn't wait till whatever happens until wait till the year's over. It's just the timing of it all is just freaking weird. And the whole thing with Taylor Hall, getting back to that, there was a meeting with ownership, but not Chayka, wasn't invited and wasn't there when they talked. They brought Taylor Hall to a dinner to talk about what they're going to do. They gave him a lowball offer, but the whole thing was Darren Dreger was on Insider Trading. He reports that Taylor Hall and Coyotes president and CEO Xavier Gutierrez had a dinner to get to know each other with Taylor Hall, and ownership was involved too. No agents, and Chayka was there. No agents, and Chayka wasn't there. Dreger believes Hall will go to UFA, but there is rumors that he likes it there. I remember reading an article during the year, and Tocchet was really saying that he believes Hall will resign with them, believes that he likes it there. And there was a recent tweet by Dreger saying that, or was it Friedman? It was one of them. They said that Hall likes Arizona. He likes John Chayka. He likes Tocchet because he's an old school mind and an old school coach. And he likes his style. And John Chayka is that new style where it kind of meshes well, and he kind of likes it there. Likes the players coming into the organization, the prospects they have. He likes the way this team is heading, and he's thinking about re-signing there. And the deal was reportedly an 8-year deal in the range of $7.5 million. So, I don't know. I know he can demand more money, but Hall's just one of those weird situations where he gets injured a lot. He's really good one year, and then the next year he's not as good, and then he's good, then he's not good, gets hurt. So it's one of those situations where ownership may be scared to offer him what he wants. And he wants, from what you're hearing, is anywhere from like 8 to 10. So it's going to be an interesting summer to see where he lands. There was rumors about the whole Toronto thing. I did a video on that. I'll link it at the end. That was just a crazy video. And, he bought residence in Toronto, and just everybody freaked out. But there was a lot of situations around it that kind of hinted where, could be a possibility. I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting where Hall goes, where he wants to sign. If he resigns with Arizona, it's going to be very interesting, as they're a team that, adding more pieces, they could be there too as well. They have a good, promising team, and, we'll see what happens in a couple of years. But, I just want to do a video on this. Sorry I ran a little long, but I wanted to talk about all this because they all go hand in hand. It's just a lot of odd rumors lately. So, thank you all for watching. Please smash that like button. Comment below what you think about this whole situation. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the hockey channel. Join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. Take it easy.